welcome back to another episode of Living Well with Kate. Today I'm going to teach you some acupressure points that you can do on yourself for some common ailments. The first is going to be a cough. So I know it's not the fall time, but as the winter soon comes upon us, or when it's ending, we all get burdened sometimes with getting the flu or a cold. So these are going to be some great points to help you if you develop a cough. I'm also going to show you some points that you can stimulate on yourself for headache as well as for nausea. So let's get started. So the first point that we're going to look at to help with cough, there's going to be two local points. The first is known as Heavenly Prominence, Run 12, and the second is going to be known as Chi Door, right here. So in order to stimulate it, you're just going to take your thumb and drag it down your trachea, landing in your supraclavicular notch. That's this little place that lands between your bones right here. So just go here and drag it down. So this works for chronic cough, or if you have like an acute cough with phlegm. The next is going to be Chi Door. So it's right here below your clavicle. So you can take your two fingers like this, place it, and also drag them along the place below your clavicle. This is going to help to break up phlegm, and these are local points, so they're near the lung. And you can also kind of hear Chi Door by the name of the point. The third one is going to be right on the wrist. So this is a distal point. So you may not think that the lung is correlated to the wrist, but your lung channel runs alongside like this medial internal side branch of the arm, and it stems from the armpit all the way out. So what you can do is you can take the lateral side of your thumb here, and it's going to be, you'll feel a flat bone right here at your wrist. It's nice that I have a tattoo so I can locate it easily. And you're just going to press firmly, creating the compression, and almost like you're trying to rub your hands together to stir up heat to start a fire. And when you're stimulating these points, you're going to want to focus on your breathing, taking deep breaths, and notice how you can begin to hear it clearing, and I feel the chi moving in my body now already. Acupuncture is awesome. The next points I'm going to show you are going to be for headache. So the first one for headache is known as Joining Valley. It's one of the most tender points in acupuncture. It doesn't take a lot of pressure to stimulate and feel the chi, but it's going to be right in this crux of your hand. So you can feel around, and right here you can feel it's very tender, and when you push, you're going to want to firmly press hard. I just breathe anyway, but this is for headache, and it's a very strong point, so you're going to want to firmly press for around 30 seconds and see if that's going to give you some alleviation. And the next one is going to be known as outer pass. It's also on the arm. Right or left doesn't really matter. If the headache is localized to either side, you might want to do it on that same side. So outer pass is going to be between your ulna and your radius, and you can kind of, the coolest thing about acupuncture is once you start to feel the body, you can feel these wells of energy. So dragging up on the outside of the arm, finding that little divot, it's going to be about 3 fingers up. You're going to press your thumb firmly into it, and the same idea as the previous point. Press it firmly, and then you can even do these little stimulations with your thumb, just slightly vibrating it. That's what we'll call it, vibrating it back and forth. And it's also a strong point too, so there's a differentiation between pain and sensation. You don't want it to be painful, but you do want to feel the chi sensation. The last point is known as Supreme Yang, and this may be this may come very easy to you, but it's actually where our temples are. So similar to stimulation of the point here, you're going to take your 2 fingers, place them on your temples, and you're going to do a counterclockwise or clockwise rotation, but you're going to want to keep them the same on the both sides, doing a light pressure and applying this rotation and pressure at the same time, also to help alleviate the headache. The last one is going to be for nausea. So I have a lot of people who come to me for acupuncture where it's nausea is a main complaint. I also prescribe herbs for it, but if you're at home and you don't have me around, you can use this point. It's known as inner pass. So where do you think that would be? So if outer pass is on the outside, inner pass is going to be on the inside of the wrist. Same idea. It's going to be about 3 fingers up. And you can do the same method of just dragging your finger in, and you can almost see when I drag it, it almost finds that divot on its own. So once you find it, press firmly. And if you're feeling the state of nausea, again, yes, press firmly. You're gonna almost feel the chi sensation. I feel it shoot all the way into my arm, up through my armpit or your axilla into the abdomen. So this point is great for nausea. So again, pressing firmly until the feeling of nausea has subsided. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Living Well with Kate. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about some at-home acupressure points that can help you if you're ever feeling an acute or chronic onset of cough, headache, or nausea. Our bodies aren't perfect. We're always working to bring them in harmony. So I hope this helped you. If you like what I'm talking about, please subscribe to my channel. Always remember, when you live better, you live well. I'll see you next time. Bye.